But this is just one example of the problem, the end of the year, where kids begin to know something about color. See? Here the problem calls for the value of color, the lightness and darkness of color. Not much hue, not much chroma, see, just a little bit of blue here, see. The lightness and darkness, and give it a feeling, you know, of more of a religious kind of strength, you know, so-called. Then here, hold, I guess. See, the one in the center is a tough one. That's a real tough one to work with, because that's brightness against brightness against brightness, see? And you have to know how to do it. Because if you don't, it's going to look like a mess. This, you know, it's exciting, it's bombastic, you know, in a way. And the student was, you know, got a real kick out of it and learned a lot from it. This one on the end, the third one here, we gave them, use all the color in the rainbow, but control it. The idea is to control the color, see? But you use pattern. You got to use the light area, the dark area, the in-between, and the modulation of color, see? And so here are three aspects of color that most people don't recognize. Here, this is color, just black and white. This is color. This is this is the most contemporary here. This is not very old, you know, only about 40, 50 years. Painters have been using this kind of color. And of course, most people that use color like this is a mess. You know, they just don't know what to do, and it comes out a mess. Here you go. So that's the kind of, you know, the approach to quality, to the rendition of quality in students, so they know, see. Whereas in so many schools, they don't even have any of this. See, I'm trying to prove to the audience here, whoever sees the video, you know, that actually we prove it. See, we make the kids do it and talk about it. They have to go in front of the class and talk about it. See, and if they, I remember once, sometime it's funny, you know, one student came up, and it wasn't a very good problem. I think it was the last problem. He went up, and boy, his English was marvelous, you know. But the concept was nonsensical. So when he got through, everybody loved the way he expressed himself in terms of the English language. So I told him the truth. I said, well, fine, you did a good job, but they all want to know roughly what I thought they did in levels of grade. I said, I had to give you A+ in English, but D in art. And I tried to explain it. You don't say that, you know, and just let it go. You had to explain why. And I tried to explain to the student where he went off. And he thanked me, you know, there again. I was tough. And they want to know.